I can't get back to my bedroom. That's basically what they did. Mr. Douglas! Flint! I hope they okay! Alright, so first things first. Put my pistol back in my hand. Wait, sorry I missed it. There is something in that room. Alright, let's go kill it. What you guys been doing? You didn't come out here and help me with this elephantito? Where are they? Listen, you freaky kaboobles. Did you see what I just killed outside? You are nothing. You are nothing to me! Oh, it's those things. They might be something to me. Knock them down. Knock them down again. I really do like that. I feel like I did my whole first playthrough basically just using pyrokinesis because I don't like to try new things. You know what? I'm not gonna use that. I'm not gonna use it. Go hang on to that actually. I was thinking maybe I'd take the protein capsule. But no, I don't want to get swole. Instead I will just do this. Okie dokie. Let's go find Mr. Douglas and Flint. Flint! Oh, the gate was always there. It's just... So the gate was open and I stuck around? Come on now. Oh, this is these losers. Listen, I got a riffle. Don't even worry about it. Also realizing that my whole I'll show you the weapons thing is dumb because I don't buy any of the crappy ones to show you how crappy they are, do I? Let's try necrosis again. Oh, it doesn't knock you down though. Doesn't knock you down. Hey guys. I don't think there's magic on you. You don't need no magic. You know what it is too, is I got so used to playing it over and over again where you try not to spend anything, but it's hard to remember when you can. Don't step on a goo! Oh, I should be using my... Also, you're like, don't buy anything if you don't have to, because you want... I think how the calculation works at the end to tell you what your final score is it tallies up what you have in your inventory, which includes everything I've been stashing everywhere. But I don't think it counts if you ever use the item, so it's just whatever's left over, I think. And I would love to know if that's correct or not. As well as your proof for why you think this. Because I have wondered... I could use another pooch. Oh yeah, well, actually I don't need a belt pouch. I need to just not carry this around with me. And then... yeah, there we go. Put my grenade launcher away. Yeah, might as well go clear the bar. Listen, they're not waiting for me anymore. The timer's over. I'm hungry. As usual. Where you at, bros? I guess the airburst grenades are probably good for the flying things, but... Oh, these guys, these little gremlin gizmo jackasses. Wow, those guys just broke apart. Can you come out from there, please? Get off my leg, you freaks. Listen, I don't have time for this. Knock it down. We did it. Alright, we are gonna get out of here very shortly, but we gotta change the map because we've been here for a while. A few hours at least. It's getting a little, I guess that was a big change from the first one too that I don't think I ever really thought about, was that in the first one you had various areas around New York City and you would go to this map and just snap over to where you wanted to go. And then it would load you in and you had sort of a linear, roughly linear sort of objective at each area. Well, linear may not be it, but it contained, shall we say. Whereas this one, this is very Resident Evil. You're just in the same building and they just keep rearranging kind of where you need to go and giving you a little bit more on your map. Hey guys, you made it, right? Yep. Saved you. That's the biggest one I ever seen. Didn't even feel those landmines. Thanks, Aya. Are you injured? We're fine, thanks to you. Oh yeah, I got the truck all fixed up. Here's a key, girlfriend. I like that. That's good. Thank ya. Hey, Flint. Flint, I can walk right through you, bro. Thanks for your help. Oh, come by my trailer later. That's what I was looking for. I got some for you. I never thought of that as dirty until this very moment. It's not. Mr. Douglas is a stand-up dude who looks at me like a child, and he's like, Oh, I don't think I ever did that. Did we stand in front of the mirror and she do her whole diatribe about how she's like, dude, I'm not as young as I look? Did I forget that? Oh my god. Alright, you guys need to get off my ass. Remember to... Is there a mirror over here? What an old TV! It's got a channel dial! That's why we call it old. I think the mirror has to do it in my room. Listen, we'll be back to the room. I will try to remember. I'll give it a shot. Hola! Is there a mirror in here? An old mirror. But it doesn't have the flavor texts. It doesn't have it! But anyway, she goes on this little thing where she's like, I look like I'm in my early 20s. No, you look like you're a cartoon, but that's fine. But that's not true. It's what my mitochondria want. A young host is beneficial evolutionarily. Is it though? I'm trying to think. So, yes, but only to the extent that you are reproductively capable. I would think. If you were an evolutionary scientist, contradict me. Because and you're going, yeah, that's why she says she needs to be done, you flippin' moob. But, hear me out. You don't need to be in your early 20s to still be viable. Or even the most viable. You might need to be younger. You might need to be older. Or you might not need to be jack shit. You just can't have entered menopause. So your estrogen just needs to be... the booby juice needs to be up there, right? So... Do you need to... Is that really your early 20s? But wouldn't it also... So here's an interesting thing. So say that's the case. So we're at peak reproductive and sexual currency fitness because... Let's face it, the laws that say you can't have sex with us until we're 18, plenty of people keep violating that, and there must be a reason. But let's just say, think of it this way. Women, supposedly, on average, max out their sexual appetite tendencies around 30, right? Do women really peak at 22, or is it more, like, reproductive, like, evolutionarily speaking... Because you're evolutionary fit, but assuming that she doesn't just lay there with her legs open waiting for a penis to fall into it, what about the aspects of age that tend to correlate with changes in sexual seeking behavior? Am I making any sense here? So is early 20s really where the mitochondria wants you, Aya? Or do they want you more like 28, 29 even? Possibly 31, around there, where you're just like, I am fertile, my estrogen it ain't getting any higher, and I'm ready to make baboos, or at least have sex, because that's not always the same thing, but baboos happen because of sex. So did any of that make any sense? I'm thinking it made enough sense. So but then there's the sexual seeking behavior of the male, right? Because the male clearly prefers the early 20s and late teens, shall we? Let's be real. And you need the male's penis to fall into you. But has it ever been that hard for even less than the average woman to get a penis to fall into her? But Dane, we don't want just any penis. Okay, that's possible. So you need an ideal penis, which I guess in that case is, how do we judge ideal penis? Well, I guess it depends on the lady, but ideal penis perhaps prefers... Okay, so let's just say 26. How about that? Mid-20s. The flip side of the mid-20s. Can we all agree on that? That's pretty good. That's what the mitochondria want. With a gun. Oh, I need to clear the area. Okay, so I need to clear that. Do I have to? No. Oh, I gotta go up to the loft. Oh, hey. Oh, because they changed it, I can't go back that way. Well, I can go back that way, but it's too long. Let's just remember to hit loft. Hit the loft. Also, I think he broke the way into the factory. Yeah, where it says Main Street, and that little alleyway to the driveway. That's what that's supposed to be. You got a well in your driveway, bruh. I never read this. Is there anything else but parking? What? Dilapidated house, water hole, underpass, cellar. Is that how that works? Loft, room, balcony, water tower. What? Okay. New lore. Dry field is even weirder than it was originally thought to be. Get out of here. My trunk is full? Oh, no. Well, I can dump the Hydra in there, I think. I thought maybe if I loaded up on ammo I didn't use and just put it into all these places, I would get, like, extra points at the end, but that doesn't seem to actually be the case. But, again, I'm still confused as to how the calculations work, and I would love to know. Somebody uncover the code. Tell me what it says on the back of that code. I left ravioli on the stove. I'll be back. I hear you. Oh shit, I started a battle. One should not pause in the middle of battle. Welcome to the battle of battle. Really? Yeah. Come on, girl. Actually, I think these guys are... Yeah. Fuck you. What about the moths? Because it's the annoyance factor. It's not that hard to fix darkness, but it's not that hard to fix darkness. You can solve the evil in the world. Oh no, I stepped in the boys! I can't shoot past this ice cream refrigerator. Yo, I wonder if they got rocket pops in there? I've been craving like that fake cherry syrup that they put on snow cones. That's been something I'm really wanting lately. If I was ever pregnant, I feel like the kid would be made of like fake syrup flavors, hummus, and a lot of pasta. My food was burned, and the lunch food that I put on for later lunchings was burned. It was sad, but they found some. I'll be real, I ate some candy. That's not food. And I think I might just break into the pre-made salad someone made for me, because I buy them made already. I feel like the pre-made salads get first pick on like the really good produce, because I'll order some lettuce and it's just jacked, and I'm like, why am I wasting my time here? But like, I order a pre-made salad, get like one of those big family size ones, and I get the better produce. Somebody already flippin' made it. I get things like the parmesan and the bacon bits and all that jazz. And there's not a wilted bit of lettuce in sight, or a big honkin', you know, like the root of the, I can't remember the name of this, but like, you know, the base of the lettuce head that it's white, tasteless, sometimes bitter. Doesn't have big chonkin' bits of that in it. It's like, why would I do anything else? Like, obviously, I'm really being economic if you think about it. Also, it's just me. I'm sure it's different when you have to, like, feed an entire family. Because then you're like, see that big root of the lettuce there? Eat it. We don't got time for flavor up in here. See, that's why adequate penis has money. Because then your kids don't have to eat the crappy part of the lettuce head. Because adequate penis is any penis with a lot of money skis. They can offer you the kind of security you need. That's what you got to have. That doesn't mean you have to be a millionaire, by the way. You just have to, you know, do better than whatever she's doing, roughly. What are you saying? You're making people mad. Nobody's listening. It's totally fine. Also, don't be mad about that. Look at patterns. You may not be that way, but... Look at it this way. Is it a turn on when a dude makes less than you? For a few interesting people, perhaps. But if it can't go the other way, then you can't deny that there's something to the whole... actually, it's a turn off. It's not neutral. Me personally, I don't know. Like, significantly less than me? At, you know, this point in time where, like, I don't think what I make is that hard to do. Then, yeah, maybe, you know, might just be a little bit of a... I don't know how men do this. Where they trust their young broad who they picked up who was a waitress or whatever, or a secretary or something. Yeah, this is closed off, dang. I could go through this. Let's just go this way. And they're like, oh yeah, she totally is loving me, not because of my money. Like, she might like you a little. You might be decent enough, but there's a whole lot of the money there. I'm not sure the thing that I want my other person to put in their top 10 or even top 50 things of why they love me is my bank account. Because that just is that in itself is a little rough for me, I think. Would make it not good. So I don't know how men are like, yeah, I don't mind that, like, number 5, even in a good woman, is my big, giant, fucking black Amex card. Or even my, you know, 30 grand more than she makes. I don't get that. You're so judgy about things you don't even understand. That's why you're alone. That's why you die alone. Maybe. But, you know, I'm not fucking wrong. Let's see here. Alright, so I was going to look in the mirror, right? I do remember I said that. See, I remember. Look at this beautiful bathroom. Here's looking at you, kid. We did read this, didn't I? I look like I'm in my early 20s. It's nice, but there's a reason. It's what my mitochondria want. A youthful host is advantageous. I don't think aging is just mitochondria, though. Isn't it? I mean, it's a bunch of things, and we don't fully know everything, but isn't it, like, a primary issue, the telomeres? I might be getting this wrong. I don't remember the anatomy of a chromosome, but the ends of the chromosomes unraveling, falling off, or whatever, or maybe it's not chromosomes, but do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where it's just every time your cell divides, there's damage that's sort of done to the fidelity of, you know, the original blueprints, and it starts to dick things up. Do you know what I'm talking about? Whatever. I saw this movie about a medieval knight who lived into the century. I don't want that. I'll be happy to live just one normal life. So my DNA should, you know, let it loose a little bit. Woo! Unravel. You look so tightly coiled. Yeah. Wait. If it's coiled, which it is, right? I think. Where's the end? Is it end? Is there an end? Is it all connected and it's just neatly arranged into weirdness? I didn't go too deep into is molecular biology the right term? Molecular biology. When I did my degree, I was a little more interested in brains and pathology. Look at this. This kind of, whatever this is on the ground. When I went by it, it sort of looked like a guy with his legs bent and his back raised, holding up his arm, or that he has a massive erection. Ideal penis. Speaking of ideal penis, where have you been? My legs are wide open. Sorry, just stepped out of town. To where? Don't just step out again. We needed you. Yeah, I'm so over this guy. Jeez, sorry. Like, this guy is just a child. Hey, remember what I told you about that shelter? Gets even better. What does? The thing I said about the shelter. Listen to this. Retroviruses, the nasties responsible for Ebola and AIDS. They could change the host DNA. Pretty nasty stuff. Parasites bringing their own DNA package wherever they go. That's true. My bad. I forgot. You're the expert. Anyhow, if you try to manufacture viruses like these, you get a vector virus. I think that's also true. Transport system for inserting manufactured DNA into cells, or any DNA. Some civilian organizations are using them for DNA treatments. That's a thing. Right, a retrovirus that can artificially modify DNA. Now, what if you use them on reproductive cells? Then the manufactured DNA would be passed from parent to child. Well, that's how that works. As the virus spread, mutations would occur. Well, yeah, actually, human DNA already shows signs of tampering. That's cool. Tampering by viruses! Oh, virus-triggered evolution, in other words. Well, that's one evolutionary stress. Wait, that means that neomitochondria... Oh yeah, FMV from the first game. When I went to university and I looked at a microscope for the first time, I fully expected to see that. You okay? You turned pale. She's remembering when she looked in a microscope and it wasn't there. It's nothing. So the NMCs around here took local organisms as their reproductive power of a virus. And you've got a recipe for a worldwide nightmare. One from which we'll never awaken. But why would anyone want... It's a stumper, yeah. I'm interested. What we do know is that the virus is being made at that shelter. Worse, I think it's an airborne virus. Great, let's go breathe it in. What? Of course. We may be too late, but if we can get to the shelter, we might be able to find a way to stop this. Okay, let's do it. Now you're talking. I got a good idea where the entrance is. Just leave the driving to me. No, I want to drive. You better stow any equipment you'll need in the truck bed. On my way. I'll be waiting here, not helping. Be quick. Listen. I appreciate that you also read a Wikipedia article about retroviruses. But I'm the scientist around here with a gun, says the Aya Queen. I have airburst and riot. Whatever. Riot as... like a riot grenade. Like a flashbang. Was any of what they said accurate? It was in the 90s. I think it still is. Retroviruses. Are they the only ones that can be vector viruses? I'm not sure about that. Because isn't retrovirus just one that... Okay, it's really been a long time. But does it transcribe backwards? Something to do with being backwards. Thus the name retro. It's not hip. It's not wearing bell bottoms and a Blossom t-shirt. But, I don't actually remember. I would have to check. Viruses were interesting. Definitely. I could just get my own virology textbook out, but fuck you. Fuck you. I've left that life behind where I was educated and I knew about stuff. I just make money now. That's the real truth. That's what actually happens after uni. Because if you still know about stuff, you probably have at least a 50-50 chance of not making money. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Oh my gosh, stop saying things that are offending me about my own life. Here's a hot tip. If you're offended by something, you're only offended because deep down somewhere you think it could be true. Think about it. If I said something to you that was just ridiculous, like, you are clearly the son of a goat. Now, for that one person that is worried about that, this does not apply to you. Most people would be like, what? That's all you got? Because you're not offended, because on no level, in your conscious, subconscious, anywhere, are you at all worried that what I just said might be true. So if I say something to you and you're super offended, think about more why you're worried that that might be true. Obviously not just me, but if, you know, you read something that offends you. Like, people who are always offended. How much fear are you living with that other people are right about shit about you? Additionally, if you're worried that it might be true and it upsets you, what is it about the thing that I just said that would be bad if it was true? Like, what is your problem with it? Right? See if I just gone on to grad school. Oh shit, I forgot the loft. Maybe I could have said that dumb diatribe to some patient somewhere. No thanks! You know what I love is that I didn't have to do all that schooling. It's fine. The money is fine. I don't care. Just do math and technology. But, you know what? I'm wrong, because that's the same advice they give to a lot of immigrants from a certain area of the country, and they get taken for a fucking ride, so...